There's one story today in the category of what were they thinking? Here's another one. Here's the second one. This is today's TMJ4.
Some people are upset over a new policy at the North Shore Library. It limits who can drink what and where. And as Bridget Shanahan reports, the director says it's about the library's image.
This is about as far as you can go into the North Shore Library with a water bottle or a glass of water or any sort of drink, really. That's because of a new policy that limits the food and drink that employees can have in plain view.
Today, Jerry Locke did something he says he never does. He gave the North Shore Library Board a petition with more than 100 names on it, including the mayor of Glendale.
I think this is a very reasonable request.
That request? To change a new library policy that bans employees from drinking water where patrons can see them.
Oh, okay. This is one of those stories, you see the headline and you go, this is a joke, right? This is a joke, that they have a ban on employees drinking water where patrons can see them. Now, again, I always try to give the other guy the benefit of the doubt. I really do. And I'm thinking, is it because they're afraid that they're going to spill the water on valuable manuscripts? They're going to mess up the books? No, it's just they don't want to have anybody seeing these guys drinking water.
Apparently, the library got complaints.
They're upset about drinking water. We've had times where a patron has come up to the desk and, you know, an aide has been drinking water and they have to wait till they're done, put it down.
Okay, let's just stop right there. Who complains over something? I want the names. I want to know who goes to the library and goes, I'm sorry, I need to speak to your supervisor because you were drinking water when I needed to get my book checked out. I needed to get home and start this book, and I had to wait for you to swallow that water. You know, so apparently, well, no, I understand there is almost this knee-jerk thing. Somebody complains, we have to ban it. According to this library, there were people who complained about the staffers drinking water. Mark me down as a little bit skeptical here. How many complaints do you think were? I'm guessing there was one, maybe one cranky person. But I also then want to know who that person is. Who complains because an employee is drinking water during the day? I mean, really, who is it?
The national level, national debates, presidential level. Sometimes they'll have water even on television. And so, since it's not an issue at that level, I'm not sure why it should be an issue here.
He's right. Remember this?
Than false choices like the one the president laid out tonight.
That's Marco Rubio taking a swig mid-sentence on national television.
See?
The library director sent us a statement saying their policy is, quote, similar to those in other public service environments, such as banks and retail.
We are trying to upgrade the image of the North Shore Library.
Jerry's wife used to work.
Yeah, they want to upgrade. Okay, so first of all, apparently Marco Rubio would be banned from coming into that library. No Marco Rubio. No shirts, no shoes, no Rubio served. But again, we want to upgrade the image of the library because you can imagine people go, do you like the library? What kind of a library do you have in the North Shore? Well, it's okay, but you know, they drink water. It's the kind of place you walk in and there's books and there are people who have water bottles. What gets people worked up? What makes people think that this is a problem? You know what? I'm a little frustrated about this. You know, I mean, we talk about people who wake up locked and loaded looking for something to be aggrieved about, something to be offended about. But honestly, has it ever occurred to you in your life, any place you've been, that if you see somebody drinking a cup of water or out of a water bottle, that you're in a shoddy place, that you're in a place that you do not want to do business? You're part of a, right? You know, I would think this is a much cooler place. I would be willing to give my money to this bank, except these tellers, they're drinking water. Is this really a problem?
At the library, but stopped after the new policy was implemented. He says it's not about her, though. She's already got a new job.
It's like once you know about the issue, to just be like, well, it sucks to be them.
In Glendale, Bridget Shanahan, today's TMJ4.
Now, the mayor of Glendale says since signing the petition, he went to the library and found there is no violation of employee rights. There is an exception in the library water policy for people who have medical conditions.
Good grief. All right. There's always somebody somewhere who's going to defend the indefensible. I can always count on some. I can always count on some of you rules people or somebody. Just open up the phone lines. I just want to hear a defense of this policy. I want to hear somebody say, you know what? They are absolutely right. This is a significant upgrade for the North Shore Library. Thank goodness they're cracking down on employees who drink water. 414-799-1620 or the AccuNet Mortgage toll-free talk line, 1-800-877-1620. Somebody must think it's a good idea. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen, right? It is 10:57. You're listening to News Radio 620 WTMJ. Coming up in just a little while, right after the news, the Right Wisconsin Weekend Review. North Shore Library bans drinking water where anyone can see you because apparently it's... I don't know where. Lori from Saukville.
Hi there.
Hold on a second.
Hello?
I'm sorry, I'm just finishing this. Okay, okay. Okay, now you can talk. I'm done with my water.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that because I'm a nurse and I'm totally in favor of everybody drinking water a whole lot more than we do. I think it's an absolutely ridiculous policy. I actually think it would be a public service if people saw a public person drinking water.
Okay, then
I
help.
work
Okay,
in a hospital. We're not allowed to drink or eat anything around patient care, but we are allowed water bottles.
yeah, it's not like you're eating a burrito in front of people. Okay, I get that. You know, don't be chewing on a chimichanga when somebody's trying to check out 50 Shades of Grey. Okay, I get that. I understand that. But a water bottle. So I'm trying to imagine who it was who objected to this. I'm guessing it's somebody who lives in the immediate vicinity of the library who, when they are not there checking out books, are standing out in the front yelling, "Get off my lawn, you kids!" Thanks for the call. You're listening to News Radio 620 WTMJ. When we come back, Colin Roth and Kevin Midversity will join me live in studio. And, of course, that will be followed by the weekly Deep Tunnel and Right Stuff Awards. You are listening to News Radio 620 WTMJ. I'm Charlie Sykes.